Greetings, friends, and welcome to Captain Samuel's Seagulls. Today we're going to be looking at Deathworld, or Deathworld 1, from the Deathworld trilogy. It was written in 1960 by Harry Harrison, and it's a science fiction novel with a pulp space opera feel, but underneath that veneer, there's a deep meaning to be had, which I really enjoyed about the book. Quick word about the author. Harry Harrison was actually drafted into World War II, and like many people, didn't have such a positive experience with being in the military and being drafted. And so he tends to poke fun at the military and at war in a lot of his books. To kind of sum up the book, this is a book about a psychic named Jason Denault who uses his talent to cheat casinos out of fortunes. And so he's approached by a man named Kirk. That's Kirk with an E, not an I. He's approached by a man named Kirk from the planet Pyrus to use some starting funds and his talents as a psychic to cheat a casino out of 3 billion credits. And that money is going to be used for the war effort on the planet Pyrus where Kirk is from. So Jason succeeds at cheating the casino out of this money, and the casino isn't too happy about that. And they chase after Jason and Kirk helps Jason make a getaway. In doing so, Kirk displays the fact that he's an unbelievably fast draw with a gun. He has everything planned out. He's incredibly strong and able to knock down steel doors with his bare hands. And Jason, who kind of considers himself a badass, is out-badassed by this guy Kirk. And he's like, wow, what planet is this guy from where he's able to outdraw me and outmuscle me and outplan me? I want to go to Pyrus and learn how to do all these amazing things. So he asks Kirk if he can go back to Pyrus with him, and Kirk agrees, but basically says, you can, but it's your funeral, bud. You're not going to make it. If you come to Pyrus with me, you're probably dead. And Jason says, well, we'll see about that. I'm coming along anyway. So Jason arrives on the planet Pyrus and discovers that basically everything, from the bugs, to the grass, to the trees, to the reptiles, to the birds, to the animals, to the weather, are all part of a concerted effort to kill the humans that live in this slowly dissipating city that's being destroyed by this constant onslaught of the planet's ecosystem. And Jason basically finds out that, yeah, Kirk was right, and he's dead weight on this planet. He's just underfoot and in the way a lot of the time and not really able to help out in defending the city at all, and generally causes more problems than help gets offered by Jason. But there is one thing that Jason has to offer the people of Pyrus, and that's that he's an outsider. So he has an outside perspective on this war with the planet's ecology, and he's able to use this perspective to think differently about what's going on. And he also gets some premonitions about what might be the deeper cause of this conflict through his psychic abilities. So he's able to kind of introduce a novel solution to this war against the planet. So that's kind of a summary of what the book was about. Personally, I love this book for two reasons: the fast pace and the deeper meaning about war. This book had a great pace. It opens with action. It's action the whole way through. It has a great 1960s pulp adventure story kind of feel to it. And there's no exposition dumps. The plot never bogs down or becomes boring. It's just on the move the whole way through, and I love that. And even though it was so action-packed, it really managed to have a deeper meaning about war. I really enjoyed that the conflict with Deathworld wasn't solved through more violence and firepower. Without going into specifics and spoiling anything, the solution that Jason proposes that in war, we often think we're the good guys and that we're fighting in self-defense, but that's not necessarily always so. Sometimes we're the aggressors perpetuating a fight that we didn't need to start in the first place and that we don't need to continue. And so his solution to this conflict kind of points out that deep philosophical idea about war, and I love that. I love when a book can be action-packed but also have something deeper that really makes you think. So yeah, Deathworld's an insightful message about war and our relationship to the world, packaged in an action-adventure novel with a lot of sci-fi charm. I rated an easy 5 stars. So if you read it for yourself, I hope you also enjoy it. And thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Have a good day.